In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on December 1st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Carolina Panthers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are set to travel to Charlotte and Bank of America Stadium this Sunday to face their NFC South rival, the Carolina Panthers. Last Sunday, Tampa Bay secured a commanding 30-7 victory over the New York Giants, which ended a frustrating 4-game losing streak for the Buccaneers. Despite their struggles this season, Tampa Bay remains just 1 game behind first-place Atlanta in the National Football Conference South, which continues to be one of the weaker divisions in the league. On the other hand, the Carolina Panthers experienced a tough 30-27 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs last week, which ended their brief 2-game winning streak. With a record of 3-8, Carolina is currently sitting at the bottom of the National Football Conference South, trailing by 3 games from first place. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are dealing with a few injuries heading into this matchup, with several key players either out or listed as questionable. Among the notable absences are wide receiver Chris Godwin and running back Chase Edmonds, both of whom are sidelined due to injuries. Additionally, wide receiver Mike Evans is currently listed as questionable, which could impact Tampa Bay's aerial attack. Carolina, likewise, is facing injury concerns, with running back Miles Sanders and wide receiver Jalen Coker both out, along with 4 starters from the defense. These injuries on both sides will undoubtedly have an impact on the game's outcome, and it remains to be seen how both teams adjust. Baker Mayfield is coming off a strong performance against the Giants, where he completed 24 of 30 passes for 294 yards and even added a rushing touchdown to his credit. His stellar play helped the Buccaneers dominate the Giants 30-7. Looking ahead, this upcoming stretch of games is expected to be an easier part of Tampa Bay's schedule, and Mayfield will face a Panthers defense that has struggled significantly in pass defense. Carolina has allowed the 9th most passing yards per game in the NFL this season and has been particularly vulnerable to elite quarterbacks. Just last week, they allowed Patrick Mahomes to throw for 3 touchdowns, further highlighting their defensive weaknesses. However, despite the Panthers' struggles against the pass, Tampa Bay is likely to focus on running the ball in this game. The Panthers have been allowing over 160 rushing yards per game, the worst mark in the league, which sets up an ideal opportunity for the Buccaneers' 2-headed rushing attack featuring Rashad White and Bucky Irving to dominate the game on the ground. The Carolina Panthers did show some positive signs earlier this season when they won 2 games in a row and even nearly upset the Chiefs last week with a last-second field goal. Rookie quarterback Bryce Young deserves some credit for bouncing back after being benched earlier in the season. His improvement in the pocket is evident, but it may not be enough to overcome the struggles of the Panthers' defense. Despite Young's growth, Carolina has been consistently torched on the ground throughout the season. And now they face 2 dynamic running backs in White and Irving, who can both run the ball effectively and catch passes out of the backfield. Additionally, Tampa Bay's Mayfield will have wide receiver Mike Evans and tight end Kate Otten available for downfield threats, making the Buccaneers' offense even more dangerous for Carolina to defend. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Although Tampa Bay has gone under the total in each of their last 2 games, the team has a solid track record of hitting the over this season, with 7 of their 11 games clearing the total. Similarly, Carolina has also seen the total go over in 8 of their 11 games. It's worth noting that Carolina's defense has been the worst in the NFL in terms of points allowed, while Tampa Bay ranks 24th in points allowed but sits in the top 4 for scoring offense. Both the Buccaneers and Panthers have consistently put up big point totals this season. Carolina has been especially prolific in hitting the over, with an 8-3 record on the over despite struggling to win games. The Panthers managed to exceed the over by a full 14 points in their last matchup against the Chiefs, a team with similar offensive firepower. At home, Carolina has an impressive 4-1 record on the over. Tampa Bay's performance is almost as strong, posting a 7-4 record on the over and a perfect 3-0 record when playing divisional opponents. Given these trends, it seems likely that this game will surpass the projected total, making over the projected total as our full game total pick. Philadelphia Eagles versus Baltimore Ravens. The upcoming matchup between Philadelphia and Baltimore on Sunday, December 1st is set to be an exciting battle between two powerhouse teams from the East Coast. Philadelphia, currently sitting in second place in the National Football Conference with a record of 9-2, has been on a remarkable winning streak, securing 7 consecutive victories. On the other hand, the Ravens are 8-4 and are in hot pursuit of the American Football Conference North Crown, trailing the Pittsburgh Steelers by just 1 game. Baltimore has also been playing solid football lately, winning 3 of their last 4 games. This game promises to be a thrilling showdown, with both teams looking to assert their dominance in the league. One of the biggest concerns for the Ravens heading into this game is their pass defense, which has struggled this season. Against a high-powered Eagles offense that boasts 2 standout wide receivers, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, Baltimore will need to find ways to step up their secondary. Additionally, Baltimore will have to respect the run game, given the way Saquon Barkley has been performing this season. The Eagles' wide receivers are poised to exploit any weaknesses in the Ravens' defense, especially since Baltimore has allowed an average of 33 points per game at home. The Eagles' offense, averaging 32 points per game over their last 6 outings, will undoubtedly take full advantage of these opportunities. When it comes to defense, Philadelphia is solid enough to contain the Ravens' run game, allowing them to get into more manageable third-down situations. The Eagles also have one of the best pass defenses in the league, allowing the fewest yards per attempt. This gives them a strong chance to compete with the reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson, especially considering their experience in facing mobile quarterbacks. With their defense playing at a high level, the Eagles have proven themselves to be a formidable opponent on both sides of the ball. Despite a slow start to the season, the Eagles have made a remarkable turnaround, particularly since their bye week. Their offense and defense are both performing at an elite level, and they have reeled off 7 consecutive wins to take control of the National Football Conference East. The Eagles' statistical profile is as strong as any in the NFL right now, and their defense is firing on all cylinders. They are currently ranked in the top 5 in expected points added per play and have been exceptional at limiting points per drive during this winning streak. On the other hand, while Baltimore has historically performed well in December under head coach John Harbaugh, their offense has shown vulnerability against top-tier defenses. This is a concerning trend, especially when facing an Eagles defense that has been on the rise and playing at an elite level. Philadelphia's defense is much better at containing explosive plays compared to the Ravens, who have struggled all season to slow down high-powered offenses. Baltimore's defense has been particularly susceptible against the league's best offenses, and this will be an even tougher challenge against a hot Saquon Barkley and a deep Eagles receiving core that is healthier heading into this crucial inter-conference matchup. Despite Lamar Jackson potentially having the best season of his career and Derrick Henry adding a dynamic presence to the Ravens' backfield, the Eagles' defense should be able to create consistent pressure and contain Jackson in both the passing and running games. Given this, the Philadelphia Eagles to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both offenses are capable of putting up huge numbers when they execute the right plays. Baltimore has been exceptional this season, with one of the most dominant offensive performances in NFL history. They protect the ball, avoid sacks, and boast the highest yards per rush in the league. Additionally, they are the most efficient passing team in the NFL, making them a tough matchup for any defense, including Philadelphia's. The Eagles, while solid on defense, will certainly face challenges in trying to stop the Ravens' offense, which can be nearly unstoppable when clicking on all cylinders. On the flip side, the Ravens' defense, which ranks among the worst against the pass, will struggle to contain the Eagles through the air. If Baltimore overcommits to stopping the pass, it could open up running lanes for the NFL's leading rusher, who will be ready to take full advantage. The Eagles have scored 25 or more points in 5 of their last 6 games, and their offense is capable of putting up big numbers. Despite the defensive strength on both sides, both teams will likely find success moving the ball downfield with ease. Both quarterbacks have dynamic wide receivers and running backs who can make big plays at any moment. The over is 4-1 when Baltimore has played at home this season, and it is 3-2 in games with a total over 47 points for Philadelphia. Given the offensive firepower on display, over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Francisco 49ers versus Buffalo Bills. Sunday Night Football brings us an exciting and high-profile matchup between two NFL teams, the San Francisco 49ers with a 5-6 record, and the Buffalo Bills, who come into this game with a 9-2 record. These two teams have not faced each other since the 2020 season, where the Bills emerged victorious by a margin of 10 points. In their most recent game, the 49ers suffered a tough defeat to the Green Bay Packers, losing 38-10 while being sick 6.5-point underdogs on the road. On the other hand, the Buffalo Bills had a bye week last week, but they triumphed over the Kansas City Chiefs the week before, winning 31-20 as 2.5-point home favorites. The Buffalo Bills have been playing some outstanding football in recent weeks, and there's little to suggest they will slow down in this matchup. One of the biggest challenges for the 49ers has been their injury struggles, which have piled up throughout the season. While they initially dealt with the absence of star running back Christian McCaffrey, he has since returned to the lineup. However, his return coincides with the injury issues facing key players like quarterback Brock Purdy, edge rusher Nick Bosa, and offensive tackle Trent Williams, all of whom are now listed on the injury report. Speaking of McCaffrey, he hasn't quite looked like the all-pro player we've come to know. He has yet to rush for over 100 yards in a single game this season, and after being a touchdown machine in previous years, he has failed to score in any of his last 3 games. Quarterback Brandon Allen also struggled last week, contributing little to the offense as they only managed 10 points against the Packers. Nick Bosa, an elite pass rusher, and Trent Williams, arguably the best non-quarterback in the league, are crucial to the 49ers' success. If Williams is limited or out for this game, the Bills will likely have no trouble generating pressure on either Purdy or Allen. While the spread for this game may seem large, it's important to monitor the injury report throughout the week. As it stands, if the 49ers are dealing with significant injuries to their key players, I would favor the Bills to win and cover the spread. Buffalo has been playing at an elite level, consistently dominating teams regardless of their quality. In order for San Francisco to stay competitive, they would need all of their star players back at full strength, and even then, it might not be enough to overcome the momentum that Buffalo has built. With the playoff race tightening, San Francisco desperately needs a win, but their chances seem slim if they cannot get fully healthy in time for this game. Therefore, the Buffalo Bills to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Buffalo's offense has been firing on all cylinders lately, and there's no reason to believe they won't continue their strong play against the 49ers defense. San Francisco is often regarded as one of the league's top defensive units, but their actual performance doesn't quite back up that reputation. The 49ers rank 21st in the league in points allowed, which is far from elite. They'll now face a Buffalo offense that has always been potent under the leadership of quarterback Josh Allen. However, the addition of running back James Cook has taken this offense to another level. Cook has been a touchdown machine, scoring 10 times this season, and has provided the Bills with a more balanced and reliable rushing attack that they've lacked in recent years. Buffalo has scored 30 or more points in each of their last 5 games, and it's hard to see how San Francisco's defense will contain them, especially if Bosa is unavailable. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has had some time to prepare and assess which players will be available, so we can expect him to devise creative schemes to manufacture scoring drives. However, after scoring just 10 points last week, it's unlikely that Shanahan will allow such a poor offensive showing again. The Bills have gone over the total in 3 straight games, and with their high-powered offense, they will likely push the score over the projected total once again in this game. So, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.